live. Now, of course, this isn't quite right because I can never get it right on the first try. Close. All right. Glasses, and Pat is on his way home. It starts snowing again. It's snowing again. Oh
no. No, thank you. Go away.
Hi, Pat. It's snowing. Shauna just messaged and said it's snowing again. Be careful. Are you guys, I feel like Oregon gets a lot of snow, right? Do you guys get a lot of snow? I feel like you guys should be used to that, but Shauna, I know today was kind of acted like, oh no, there's snow. So maybe you don't. Maybe I just think everyone gets snow. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me get this up. Hello, hello. Oh, I definitely need to mute this because I know I hate hearing my voice. All right. And live chat. Okay. So hello, Pat. Hello, Danny. Hi, Deb. Hi, Amber. Hexen. Gypsy's here. Hi. And Kristen. And Steven. And Louise. Hello. And Shauna. You're not late, Shauna. I literally just had pressed live like when you came in. And Johnny Dragon, hi, honey. And Mystical Melissa, hi. Hi, March. How are you, Leanne? Antonello, hi, honey. How are you? It's not cold enough for it to stick. We are on the valley floor. So you don't really get a lot of snow. I don't know why I was thinking, is other parts of Oregon get a lot of snow? I don't know what it is. I was thinking you guys must get a lot of snow, too. Yes, be careful then. If you're not used to driving in snow, then it could be a lot. The dog ate my homework. It's all right. I just started. Hi, Ed. And Sarana, hi. Book Lioness, hi. I've been really sad and depressed lately. Antonella, I'll tell you, there's something about the beginning of the year that seems to be the theme. It's been a tough year for a lot of people already. So hang in there. We all love you. Let us know if you need anything. And that's not just saying that. I hope you do. Like, let us know if we can do anything. Because a lot of us are here. I love the braids. Thank you. My girlfriend-in-law. My daughter-in-law / my son's girlfriend. Did them. Aren't they cute? Cascade's got 6 feet this weekend. See, so some of the places do. Hi, Owl's Perch, and you're welcome, of course. Pat is used to driving in anything. Oh, good. He's from Colorado. Oh, well, then you're fine, Pat. Yep. All right. 2020 will get better. I agree. It will get better. We just have to kind of ride it out and hang in there, hang on, and reach out when we really need it. That's one of the things that I think we're all learning is when we really need it, we need to be able to reach out. Today's been the best day of my year so far. See, I'm so glad. Stephen is, I hope you don't mind me saying that. Stephen is learning. He said on the chat, he reached out for help, and that's not easy for any of us. And it's so good when you reach out and you realize that we're all here, that we are a family, and that, we want to help you out. And as a matter of fact, it makes people feel better about themselves when they can help. So please do reach out because people want to be able to step in and help. No matter what.
I love how it lags like that.
What's that?
I like how it lags. Like on the there, it's like it's not what you're doing.
I hate how it lags because then I'm like asking a question or I'm waiting to hear what they think about something, and I'm like, okay, go ahead. And oh, there it is. Hi, Emma. Hi, Fairy Little Wife. No snow here, but in the 70s. Oh, hasn't been too bad for me. I have to say now, as far as reminder to change the focus, I know, Marge, and you know what? I cannot figure out what the hell I did that the focus is fucked up, but good luck. I'm going to need a new phone because I just don't know how to fix it. So, I don't know. Today's been the best day of my year so far. That's so good. Mimi, hello. What else? Now I'm behind. I cried with happiness today. That's awesome, Stephen, because I know you have been really down. So that is really good. That is. I'm telling you what. The weather here has been not terrible considering we live in New York. It hasn't been lovely or anything, but it could be so much worse. And we really haven't had that real super cold, lots of snow kind of weather. It's been snowy and bleh, but nothing like it could be. Last year was way worse. So, okay. Now you jinxed us. I know. Hi, Ben. Sorry. You need a plain, boring background. Yes. I know. And I wish I could do that. Well, no, I don't know if I could ever get way back there. See all the crap? Way back there is my, that's what I need, is to find a way to bring that up here. I don't know if that's going to happen. But someday, hopefully. I know. Maybe a sheet. I'd have to do it from the ceiling. I don't know. That's a good idea, though. I'll work on that maybe next time. We'll see if that helps. Still, though, I didn't used to need a plain, boring background. So it's something, I did something to the settings of my phone. And now what's worse is now I've screwed it up even worse trying to like fix it. And I have no idea what it's supposed to be on. So it's like, forget it. All right. You had 6 inches of water in your basement. Yuck, because you had a warm up. Yeah, we did too. It's been like in the 40s this week, which is like crazy. And all the snow is melted. So now it's all mud and wet and gross. But I'm trying not to complain. I'm trying so hard. I've realized lately how much I complain. And I'm so trying not to do that. I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to change my attitude, which is so hard. Okay, I have to say, as a very super sarcastic person, that's really hard not to fall into that. I'm going to be sarcastic because it's haha funny. So I'm going to try really hard not to do that. You get more room when the kids get back on their feet. Yeah, exactly. And I will. It'll get there. And even I was saying today, there's stuff I could, I don't know. There's so much stuff. I don't know if I could find places for everything for sure, but I could make it a little better. It's been so busy. I just haven't had the time. And when the spring hits and I can pull everything outside and like pull everything out and look at it and be like, okay, now I'm going to pull stuff back in one at a time and figure out where I want stuff, then I can do it. But it's really hard in the wintertime when I'm cooped up anyway. Hi, Thomas and Jessica. Hello. Sarcastic is a good coping mechanism for me. I know, Deb, you and I are a lot alike, I think. Mama, I'll just fly over and we'll get... Oh, I know. Shauna, I'm telling you what. I wish I could afford to just fly you over because I know you would whip us up. Help me get stuff into shape. Hi, Ricky. Okay, so 10 minutes in and I'm still blah blahing. First of all, I hope you guys have had a good week so far. Things here are good. I just read the book Monkey Mind. The book is going to help me change my life with more positive thinking. That's a Monkey Mind. Hold on. I got to write that down because I really need to work on that. And if there's a book that can help me to do that, I need to. Monkey Mind. Thank you. I will try. Thank you. In settings, your phone probably has a reset original settings. I know, Mimi. There's a couple reasons that I don't want to do that because there's some text messages and stuff that I don't want to lose from people that are not with us anymore. I know that sounds kind of morbid and weird, but it's hard for me to let go of that. It's so weird. Anyways, I know. I thought of that though. I still might. At some point I just need to do it, but Okay. Let's take a couple deep breaths. First of all, I don't see Dana right now. So I will tell you before she gets on, maybe enchant your phone, right? That's a good idea. That she's had a tough week. So if you are lighting candles for Dana or, have healing, ability or capability, or light an extra candle for her, or send her some energy because she's deep into her therapy treatments and stuff, and it's been a really tough week for her already. So I still have my grams in my phone and a couple of friends who have passed. See, I know, right, Pat? And it's really hard to like let that go. I'm like, well, because I can't ever get that back. It's so goofy that I'm, and I'm a witch and I believe that they've transitioned and they're okay and that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It's something, I don't know. It's weird. I can't. I need to cleanse her space. Got new crystals for her. Yay! I was so happy to be able to cleanse her space. So can you say pictures of it? Oh, yeah, I probably could do that. Did you see my question in the chat, Jen, on Facebook? I did not, Danny. I'm sorry. That chat, I'll be honest with you, it's hard for me to get into that chat. Oh, you mean the Dana's healing one? I have not yet. I tried to take a nap because I only got 3 hours of sleep and I thought I might have a migraine coming on. So when I got home, I tried to lay down once I was done talking to Dana and take a nap. And I had literally 45 minutes. And I had just gotten to that, okay, I could sleep for a little while. And my aunt came in because we're sleeping in the living room downstairs. We have a curtain, but that's it. So my aunt came in. My husband was playing his game, but had his, noise canceling headphones things on. And she's yelling, Peter, Peter. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? And then I was up. I'm like, Nancy, I just fell asleep. I didn't know that. Okay. And then I laid there for 5 minutes thinking, can I just go back to sleep? Nope, can't. Never mind. Okay. I'm letting go of stuff, Jen. My family have called me a hoarder of crafts. Boy, that's hard, Jess. It is hard. Make a sign saying you're sleeping. Well, it's supposed to be if our curtain is shut, that means do not come in. She doesn't get it. Okay, Danny, I'll take a look. It was just a medical question. No problem. I'll take a look. And I'll answer when we're done here. Okay. Lets you back up text, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm Android. I know. All right. Anyways, I was telling Steven right before we came on, he said, oh, it's almost time for Tarot Tuesday. And I said, yeah, I know. So because I did not work the evening shift, I didn't have to run home and pull out a few cards and get ready ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. So I was saying it's kind of dangerous though when I have more time because way too many cards. Like way too many cards I've pulled out. Way too many. And I'm like, ugh. So Steven said, that's okay as long as we're here or we're off before breakfast. And I said, how about second breakfast? I love my habits. Lion, hi, welcome. So here we go. We're talking about the Ace of Swords today. We are Dana. Hi, sweet pea. Now I have to say, I told Dana that she was allowed to be on as long as she was feeling good, right? Now I'm going to tell on you that she was allowed to be on because she's had a tough week. She's allowed to be on as long as, I promise I'm laying down, as long as she's feeling good. And if she feels like she needs to rest, she needs to go right off and lay down. And I said, I will give you like private tarot lessons when we're all done with this cancer shit. So you don't have to worry about you're missing anything. I know the interaction. I totally get it. But I just want to make sure you're resting when you need to. She's like, geez. All right. Mama, do not act like you were nice. She's so funny. I wish I could, because it's a text message. I can't bring it up here. I wasn't nice. What did I say? I can't even remember now, but I was like, don't you fucking dare. Oh, it's a good thing you know me. All right. So, Ace of Swords. You guys, I love the aces. I know now. You guys all pick on me. You called me names. I know I do love you. You guys always pick on me because I say I love this card, but I love the aces of the tarot are just so hopeful and so encouraging and so opportunistic and so bright and so like the future is bright. Better get them shades, you know? And this is the second ace we've had in a row. So I didn't do anything with this card this week. That's okay. No big deal. We're going to talk about it. That is being nice in the mama voice. That's right, Danny. Exactly. That was being nice. I know I do say I love it every week, but the aces are great. You know, it's such a good feeling when you actually pull this ace. And I'll tell you, now I was talking to probably, 20 people today, and I bet you 5 people have pulled this card this week. A couple like today. So it's such an encouraging time when you pull the ace card. I hope I didn't miss saying hello. Not at all. So when the aces get pulled, it's like, yay, you know what? Finally, things are going to turn my way. Things are going to turn around and go well for a while. Things are going to look a little differently. The aces are always encouraging. So it's really nice to pull the ace and feel like, yes, the ace. I have been keeping the cards on my divination altar in reverse because I don't read reversals. There you go. I dug from the bottom of my deck to find mine, and it was the second one from the top. Of course, Danny. And if you had started at the top, it would have been at the bottom. Just so you know. All right. So let's start. We're going to start with The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot by Liz Dean. Here we go. So it is the element of air, which of course is why probably the Ace of Swords is my favorite because I'm a Libra, big time air person. The astrological associations are the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which always kills me. Steve and I were just talking about this last week, I think, how funny it is to us that, to me especially, I guess that Aquarius is an air sign. I feel like anything with aqua in the name, you would think that it was a water sign. It's just odd. I do like your hair. I wear mine like that. Thank you. I asked my daughter-in-law, son's girlfriend. I never know exactly how to say it, but I asked her to give me Viking braids. She did so good. She's so good. Right. So key meanings: success, decisions, and beginnings. A hand appears from the cloud, offering an upright sword, circled with a crown. The image for the card.
No.
Yep, totally lost my place. Sorry. Circled with a crown. The image is a symbol for the card's Tree of Life sphere. Kether for divine light. Also traditionally titled as the crown. Hanging from the crown. Whoops. God damn it. You know what? I never put that light that bright. But anyway, hanging from the crown are a frond of fern and a sprig of mistletoe and berries. As both plants can attach themselves to trees, the sword here becomes the tree, a symbol of everlasting strength. Above the sword hilt are 6 golden leaves, similar to those on the Ace of Wands. The number 6 corresponds to Zayn, the 6th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Its symbol is the sword. The 6 also links with card 6, the Lovers, for decisions. The sword's action is nothing other than decisive. Sorry, all right, I'm going to have to switch that light up real quick. Hang on. Just because it's going to be a glare right into our card. So there. That should be a little better. Hang on. Okay. The scene below the sword shows blue and purple mountains, a symbol of spiritual truths and goals. While there are no, blue and purple mountains, yeah, close. While there are no dwellings or green pastures to muse upon, growth is symbolized on the crown itself, with the mistletoe and fern signifying the fertility of the mind. The sword therefore offers us the gift of intelligence. And because it's held upright in victory, a second gift of success. So the mistletoe is on this side. Come on, you can do it, card. There you go. Mistletoe is on my side, and the fern is on the other side. As with the other ace cards and their symbols, in the Ace of Swords, the sword is offered with the right hand, the hand of giving for most people. As opposed to the left hand, which is the receiving hand for most people. Aces offer the purest energy of their suits. So if we're talking about swords, which is air, which is intellect, it is the purest energy of intellect. So the opportunity for learning, the opportunity for intellectual growth, that kind of thing. Put your glasses back on, Jen. They represent oneness with the divine spirit. Their energy is singular, strong, and purposeful. They all represent beginnings, impulses, and new possibilities in the most pure and obvious form. In this ace, the sword we see is double-edged in cutting to the truth, and it can defend us or turn against us. The sword is certain and strong. A.E. Waite, the creator of the Rider-Waite deck, describes the Ace of Swords as the triumph of force. As the swords are part of battle, the ace does not come without potential conflict. So, purest energy of the suit, which, of course, being the intellectual suit, it is the purest. I always say the Ace of Swords is that aha moment, that moment that you go, oh my gosh, why did I never think of this that way? Why? Oh, I can't believe I missed that. And now suddenly I got some big, possible future with your intellect. You got this idea came through that I can't believe that, I didn't think of it this way before. Yay, home, but boo. I forgot my coffee cup at work. Uh-oh. Boo. Yes, I am glad he made it. Hi, Rich. We're just starting, honey. It's like getting pocket aces in a card game, right? Exactly. Like, oh, yes. Yes. The ace is the light bulb appearing above your head. Yes. That, I always quote Oprah, because she was, how do I say this? She was, I don't want to say I was a pagan already when I met Oprah, but she was a big part of me seeing every person as a possible spiritual person, because I liked Oprah, but I did not see her before I met her as a spiritual leader in my life because she introduced people who then became spiritual leaders to me. I thought, isn't that funny that I didn't see her that way, and that she obviously thinks in a lot of the same ways I do, because she believes in people that I very much believe in. So I love Oprah, but she always said, that aha moment, right? Is part of the overall crown of the Hierophant, right? The spiritual aha. Yeah, I did too. I loved following Oprah. And I went to a couple of her spiritual retreats and stuff. My mother and I went to Chicago several times. And like I said, I know I've told the story before, but I was on her show actually. And then they cut my part out. So I used to have a printout. Well, I probably do someplace as I look around this. I used to have a printout of the producers' emails to me, because I don't know, I'm sure people lie about that and say I was on Oprah and but they cut my part up, because I was like, oh great, how am I supposed to prove that I was here? But it's true. You can ask my mother. If you ever meet her, you won't want to ask her though, because she's a bitch. But anyways, terrible. All right, I love you guys. Yes. All right, let's move on to hi Katie, Holistic Tarot by Benebell Wen. Who Benebell is just starting a witch series, and I found that very interesting because I did not see Benebell as a witch at all. So I meant to watch it and I haven't had time yet. Has anybody seen it yet? Jen says, ask my mom. That shit's serious, right? I know, because normally I would be like, don't ever talk to my mother because you really don't want to. But you kind of ask my mom. I'm trying to remember how old the kids were. I don't know if they even remember us going to Chicago. I would think maybe the older boys at least remember hearing about it or something. I don't know. Anyways, just waiting for the books to come in. Yay! Is your mom the reason that Les Dawson did mother-in-law jokes? Yes, pretty close to that. Yes. My mother and I just don't get along. Okay. It's super deep. Is it really? I'll have to watch it, Deb. Okay, Conquest, Valiance. From a cloud, a hand appears. The right hand, don't forget. Presenting a sword, solid, straight, and erect. Encircling. All right, Benebell, she must have needed to get laid when she wrote this, because come on. Encircling the tip of the sword is a gold crown. Is it just me, really? Because anyways, I'm gonna try not to be a teenager tonight. Encircling the tip of the sword is a gold crown with a green garland of laurels hanging from the right of the crown, the promise of victory, and a smaller garland with red buds hanging from the left. 6 golden leaves from the tree of life float near the sword's hilt. The sky is light gray. The earth below is rocky. You better not. Just the tip, right? Thank you. I'm so glad it's not just C, erect. Thank you, Antonello. I'm glad somebody else noticed it. So we shouldn't bring up Uranus. Damn it, Pat. Just the tip, just for a second. All right, good. I'm glad it's not just me. Shauna scoots closer to Marge. Oh, I'm telling you. The Ace. By the way, I have to say, you guys, for real, Antonello is doing a series on gay sex in the tarot, and it is awesome. Like, you've only done one so far. I didn't miss one, right? But I loved the first installment. I loved it. It is awesome. So if you're interested in that, go take a look at Antonello's channel because it's really good. That's what they're calling them these days. The Ace of Swords represents a new conquest, one of an intellectual nature. It notes the beginning of a conquest or victory, or could also indicate the birth of a child who will be valiant, ambitious, a leader, one with a natural gift for military strategy. No problem, Antonello. I liked it. Yeah, Jack, you haven't seen that yet? Jack, you would love it. Gay Sex in the Tarot. It is a new series he's starting, and he did the first four cards, I think. There you go. Thank you, Marge. You're the bomb, honey. I love my Marge. There it is right there, the first one. It's really good. Does everyone need to get laid or something? 6? Was it 6? And I commented on like all of them, didn't I? And I didn't remember that it was 6 because it was a whole, 3 days ago? 4 days ago? I'm telling you. My brain, I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. I'm going to have, yes, really. It's really good. All right, let me start over. Okay, here we go. Ready? We're all adolescents. Thank you. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm not allowed to have sex. Rude. Well, Dana, you can think up all kinds of awesome mental sex so that when you are ready, you are totally prepared. Can you imagine, like, having to abstain means you have all that time that you're not doing it, that you can think about it. Then you'll be like, ready to go pro as soon as you're ready. All right. It's going to be so pent up. I know, right? I'm telling you. Ace of Swords represents a new conquest, one of an intellectual nature. It notes the beginning of a conquest or victory, or could also indicate, I won't tell him, Dana, how you keep threatening to send me naked pictures, so I won't tell him that. All right, I have got to stop it. Do this card now. The Ace of Swords represents a new conquest, one of an intellectual nature. It notes the beginning of a conquest or victory, or could also indicate the birth of a child who will be valiant, ambitious, a leader, one with a natural gift for military strategy. This isn't near as strange as the text me and Mama send. I know, right? I keep it very light here. The Seeker is a natural-born champion with the potential to achieve great power. The card frequently appears in spreads for seekers with the... Did I just read that? I am rereading shit. The card frequently appears in spreads for seekers with the potential to become leaders, but who have not yet become one. The Ace of Swords indicates one who is fierce, strong-willed, and even rebellious. Yet, this is someone who will get seen and be recognized. Some practitioners say the Ace of Swords suggests that the Seeker will have two possible different paths: valiance in combat, a warrior type, a conqueror, or someone who is deeply intellectual, philosophical, and inquisitive, on a higher plane, a magus or sage. Note that the aces of the minor arcana suggest opportunities presented. The corresponding element association will indicate the nature of the opportunity. So here it's intellectual, right? Here the Ace of Swords indicates an active yang or even masculine force surrounding the matter. However, like the Ace of Wands, the active force suggests the seeker will be doing rather than receiving. The seeker is in a position of action. Okay. It can be said to incorporate the energy of 3 air signs. Yep, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It appears in spreads. I missed that one, Rich. I totally missed that one. I threatened to send her nudes that will make her scratch her eyes out. Yeah, she thinks she can scare me. Ha! I'm in the medical field, Dana. Are you crazy, girl? Yes. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, I really do like that series, Antonello. I really enjoyed the first installment, and I can't wait for the next one. Okay, and the last is Modern Tarot by Michelle T. The last, book for now. I sound tough on here, but I'm a wimp and let mama boss me. That's right, because I do love you. I absolutely do. The first installment I thought was brilliant. It was really good. Okay, all aces represent the beginning of a new cycle, and the Ace of Swords comes bearing fresh ways of seeing the world. It might be a new vision of the wider world or life itself. It could be an inspired take on your own life, your work, your relationships, your spiritual journey, or a problem you may be wrestling with. Comes. You guys are terrible. Stubborn as hell, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. The crown topping the point of the double-edged sword symbolizes clarity and the victory inherent in figuring out a problem. The little yellow raindrops around the handle are yods from the Hebrew alphabet. Yod is the first letter in the Hebrew name for God, and its presence in the Ace of Swords signifies a beginning and also speaks to the divine energy present at the beginning. Did I really? Totally missed it. I'm like off my game. Now I have to go back and see. Comes. I did say it, didn't I? I did. I found it. Now you made me lose my place again. You guys are terrible. We are all sexually repressed tonight or something. What the heck? Though the double-edged swords famously cuts both ways, and as you will come to know, the swords are the most painful suit in the tarot. That may be true, but I love the swords, so. This ace is a most auspicious one to receive. It requires some work, though. This one isn't one of those simple happy day cards that affirm you're on the right path and encourage you to lie back and enjoy your bounty. The Ace of Swords is a mentally rigorous card. If it's come up for you, you might find your mind running a mile a minute. Sleeping could be difficult. It's like you've had a revelation and now you're obsessed with the desire to put what has been revealed into practice. Have you ever had that? I can't tell you how many times I've had that where you come up with that aha moment and then you're like, oh my goodness, I have to use this. And now I have to apply it here, and I'm going to write some journal entries on it, and then I'm going to do a video on it, and then I have like 8 million books to read about it, and then I have to put, it's like your whole life becomes this obsession of this, and it really makes you go after whatever it is that you're ahaing about whatever you found that you didn't know. If you think this is bad, bring on the wands. Oh my goodness, I know, right? I do love the wands, but yes, I'm all about the wands. Yes. It's an obsession. Air and fire, I agree. They're so easy to draw. Yes. Where the heck am I? You guys are terrible. I'm never going to get through tonight. We're going to be on here for like 3 hours. Perhaps you've realized how to mend a relationship, or just as likely, you've come to know that you must cut a person out of your life. If something has been vexing and frustrating you, you'll finally find your way through it with this sword. The sword often stands for justice. It points to situations that deal with right and wrong. If this is the case, you may find yourself needing to take a stand. Depending on your personality, this could be an invigorating experience, or it could feel really uncomfortable, which is possible. Taking a stand for justice requires that you claim to know what the right way is, and that requires confidence in your heart and mind. By taking a side, you're inviting conflict into your sphere, and most people find conflict unpleasant. It makes me wonder, do I not find conflict unpleasant? No, I do. Do I avoid it? It's funny. I like to think that I go headlong, and I guess it depends on what it's about. If it's the justice issue thing that someone else is being unfairly treated or something like that, then I don't care about conflict. So yes, it could be a sword pointed at something, or you're going against yourself or someone else. I always think, now I'm waiting to see. I don't think anybody has said it, but it also, people talk about King Arthur. So they talk about this being the sword of Excalibur. So you're talking about that kind of a righteous movement. That kind of an aha, like, oh my goodness, this was destined. This Excalibur only came out for King Arthur. So he was destined to receive this card. Is it like the moment it's pulled from the stone? Yes, exactly. So, Excalibur, here it is. And it's the moment that this happens. And that kind of a destiny awaits you. The sword of Richard I, right? Exactly. Yes. So, and that gives you an idea of the power that this sword holds or can hold. It can change everything. So when I say an aha moment, it's not just, oh yeah, I just figured out how to, get my kid to clean his room. It is like, oh, wait, I have to change my way of thinking. I have to really change things up and make people do things that, will align with this path. And I may have to change jobs. And it is a big deal. It is a big deal. I like to think of this hand being King Arthur's hand, right? Like, here it is. Woohoo! Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So, I mean, very powerful. It's very powerful. It should be a powerful force in your life. For sure. Okay. Let us start to compare, because you guys should know ahead of time that if I'm not working the evening shift and rushing home to do the video, I have way too much time on my hands to pull cards. And what I'll do is go through my decks. Actually, usually I go first to Pinterest, and I'm like, oh, yep, I love that one. I have that one. I'll write that down and I'll pull that one out. I'll write that one down and I'll pull it out. And then I start going through decks that I like. And especially the aces. There's something about all the aces are a little bit different. They all show something in a new light. So I really start pulling a whole lot. All right. Here is this first one. This is the Shadowscapes deck. And with this one, the ace is pointing downwards. So I often, when I pull this card, now I did bring my little magnifying glass. Magnificent detail in the app for sure. When I pull this card, I often think, why is this downward? But there is this orb at the top of it. And so I think that with this card, that orb to me, I feel like the orb is the spiritual energy that the sword is getting from the swans here. All that knowledge is coming up through the swords. And you started using a magnifying glass in your videos? I think, did I notice that? Yes, I remember in that video, as a matter of fact, you went and got it, and I thought, hey, it works for everybody. I love it. So I feel like there's that knowledge is being brought up through the sword, and that we can access it through the crystal ball at the end of the sword. So there's one pink light out of all the yellow, right? Yeah. It's a great idea. It makes it so you can see stuff a little bit better. And with my awful, focus, it seems to work really well. And Shadowscapes is one of those decks. Boy, there's so much cool detail, like all the little butterflies and the birds at the bottom and all the teeny feathers and towards the top. Oh, right there. Yep, I see it. I know, yellow, and then pink. Just that one pink. Exactly. So I that's a good one. And the magnifying, yeah, I know. When you guys see Mama Lillian Samsel, she's the one that got it for me during Tarot Stock, and I just love it. I love that the end is, the legs of the mermaid. What are you playing with, you goofball? She's being so goofy. Okay. This one is the Crow Tarot. That's okay. It works just as well. I just happen to love it because, it was a gift from Mama Lil. All right, so the Crow Tarot is always, I'm finding I really like this deck. The more I pull it out for our teaching, the more I like it. It's got lots of cool details in there. What are you chewing on? Yourself. Never mind. She's eating a cat. I know she wants the cats to play with her so bad. I was like, no, of course not. It's flying with the thing. But boy, now that you say that, it kind of looks like it's crucified, doesn't it? None of which you can see through. The more you teach with the Crow Tarot, the more I want to order it. I know. I really wish I could get the independent version. I feel like I am being a stubborn pain in the ass by not using this deck very much because I hate the borders. I want the borders that are on the independent version, but it's not going to happen. So I should just let it go. It's Ben's fault because he brought the deck to Tarot Stock. Do I have it up here? Because now I kind of want to look it up and find out if That is supposed to be him crucified. Maybe color the borders black, right? I have the right to be stubborn. Thank you. You're only saying that because I'm always stubborn with you. Oh, what am I doing? I already have the card. I want the book. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I will try to not be quite as squirrely from here on out. I can't guarantee that's going to happen, but I can try. It is... I forget that it goes backwards. Where did I put the card now? Here it is. Sorry. The Ace of Swords brings dynamic raw energy, and for those who have mental and physical strength, it offers power, presents itself at a time of quick ideas, problem solving, quick-mindedness. Wow, it doesn't say anything. Well, that's annoying. It doesn't say. I was thinking it was flying up with the sword, like it was hanging onto the sword and it was flying upwards. But maybe it's crucified. It can't be crucified, though. It's a good card. It can't be. It just looks like that. It does look like that, though. Hi, Kay. I totally agree. It does look like that. Now it's going to annoy me. I'm going to kind of be like, hey, is that what that means? All right. Moving on. I love this one. Once again, I just am going to have to give in, and looks like the bird is behind the sword, rising with the sword. That's what I thought too, Deb, until I heard that. Now I'm kind of like, does kind of look like that. It so annoys me that I love this deck because everybody has it, and it annoys the shit out of me when everybody has it. But this deck is awesome. I have to admit, this deck is awesome. This is the Light Seers Tarot. It is, I mean, look at, this is, so if you think the ultimate energy of the suit, this is her brain and climbing the stairs. And you see like the big spotlight. It's just like, ta-da! This is, if you could say ta-da in picture form with your head and your brain, and this is what happens. This is what it looks like to me. Ta-da! Look at this awesome idea and this revelation that I've had. And I mean, look at the symbols up here. We have the infinity symbol, and there's some sacred geometry things back here. It is very, very mental. And I just love it. I just am like, damn it, man. Every time I pull a card from this deck, I'm like, yes, yes. Everybody loves it. A lot of people have it. I hate being with everybody, but it's really cool. I really like it. It's so weird for me. I'm such a stubborn bitch. But it is. Where am I? I was wondering about the symbols. The spiral looks quite Fibonacci. Really? Ooh. Yeah, it kind of does. Hold on. Yeah, when you look at, boy, it really does. And then, it's got some equations down here. It does look like the Nautilus shell fossil. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Join the bandwagon. I know it. It really does. Looked like horns of a ram. That's awesome, too. Yep. Intellect. Very intellectual. Just It's a fabulous deck. It's really a good deck to me. Ammonite, yep. Reflects that in order to get to the thought and rumination, you sometimes have got to go on that path. Exactly. Sold. Yay, sacred geometry. I know. This one is a little bit different, which is why I pulled it out, because I forgot that I was going to use this deck for shadow work, and we've started kind of our shadow work series, so I wanted to pull it out again. This is from the Mystical Dream Tarot. I'm going to make an order on Amazon. Yay! Jen made me do it again. The Mystical Dream Tarot is literally a tarot deck that was, yep, I'm having a stroke. That was channeled through dreams from the author. And so, Mystical Dream Tarot. And so it is talk about like your unconscious psyche. This is where these images came from. It was channeled through dreams from the author. And so I wanted to use this deck for shadow work, because when you read the book that goes along with it, very, very good for shadow. And super interesting to me, the images and what she equates the images with. So especially in the Forest of Enchantment, so much to find in the pictures. Yes, that's a good one, Kay, for that. Yep. Never really got the soul deck thing, but this one did it. Awesome. Yay, Jez. I'm really happy to hear you have found a soul deck. I think that's amazing. And like I said, I have not, fuck, this one is on my list too. I have not used this deck because I specifically wanted to save it for shadow work, because it's so, the book with it just is so good with it to really dive deep into your psyche and the symbology that happens in dreams sometimes and that kind of thing. Really amazing. It is the Mystical Dream Tarot. Lucy sold me on This Might Hurt deck. I know. The more I see of that deck, the more I want it, and I'm resisting because I really don't have the money right now. A companion book that Mama likes. I know, right? That's got to be a huge thing. So I really am using the book with this because I'm using it with shadow work. I don't know. Now we'll see. If I use it with shadow work and I connect to it more, I may use it with clients and stuff. But for now, it's really just like a personal deck for me for shadow work, for sure. And what was I going to say? Companion book that I like. Yep. Oh, I really, yeah, the This Might Hurt deck. I really am liking that one. The more I see of it, the more I... Right? Me too, Rich. I know. I usually don't read decks, though. Even ones that I'm like, oh, this is a really good book. Haven't read it, but... The reason I can't afford another deck right now is because the Janasa Jow thing happened, and they canceled my order instead of ordering enough decks so that everybody who could or who had already ordered it could get the deck. And it ticked me off. And so I ordered the, can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I ordered the Baba Studios deck, the Mythical Creatures deck, which was a little bit more expensive than the 2 decks I was supposed to get from Janasa Jow. And Peter didn't notice until yesterday. I know, right, Kay? I know. Hi, Lene. I know. Did you manage to? I did not. It's, Every time, you know, Thomas, every time that, like, I have this list in my head, and every time something comes up, it knocks something else out of my head, which is a terrible excuse, but I probably forgot about it like 10 minutes after we texted. All right. Anyways, this is True Black. This deck. Someday maybe I'll actually use this deck because it is just so pretty. It's called Memory Mama. I know. I do need a notebook. Actually, I have the Witch's Date Book, the Llewellyn's Witch's Date Book. And there's a spot for notes in the back. I started writing down the videos that I wanted to do because there's probably 30 that I have had run through my head and then left before I could do them. All right. So this deck is just so freaking gorgeous. And I so want to use it for patience. Now I'm screwing up 2 of my jobs. I so want to use it for clients, for seekers. But I don't want to shuffle it because it's so pretty and it's out of print. And I feel like I don't want to ruin it. I have a notebook. I just forget to use it. I know. Imagine how many decks she would have. I know, right? If I remembered, it would be horrible. I would have to sell the house. It would be bad. As it is, Peter literally, he kind of was an ass about how he said it, and it pissed me off. So I was an ass back, but I totally understand. Here's the thing. I was an ass back to him, and neither one of us has mentioned it since. I was at work when he messaged me about it, and I messaged him back, and neither one of us have said anything. It comes down to what a deck is supposed to be used for. Is it a collectible for you, or is it to be used? I know, Rich. I know. I have to say, this one, but your tent would be full of tarot decks. Yes, it would, for sure. This one, I may just use for teaching because it's so pretty that I don't know if I'll actually ever read with it. I may just use it for teaching because it's so pretty. It's pretty. I hear ya. I really am liking this deck, and I'm starting to use it more and more. This is the one that is up for the giveaway. Relative. This is the Relative Tarot. Great deck, you guys. And the creator came on when we were doing the unboxing last week, I think. And has offered to do a giveaway for just my viewers. So if you're interested in the Relative Tarot, which is both a tarot and an oracle deck, go and take a look at the unboxing for the Relative Tarot. And it tells you how to enter. You have to like comment down below and stuff. And then on the new moon, so the 24th, Mama Austin is watching with us having dinner. Hi, Austin, my love. I love you, little sweet pea. He's a little tarot reader. He's so damn cute. I just love his tarot readings in the morning. Anyway, so if you're interested in the Relative Tarot, which is both tarot and oracle and amazing cardstock and matte finish and gorgeous edges and it's just gorgeous. And you would like to win a copy of it, go and take a look at that video and, do the comment thing. And I'll tell you guys, I think there's only like 12 people that have entered so far. So you have a really good shot of winning right now. It's a great deck. You just had him blushing. I just love him so much. You have to drive home. Well, be careful, Lene. Don't forget to eat your meat or you can't have your pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Okay. I don't know if anybody else got that besides you. And well, there's a couple people. I bet Deb did. I bet you. I was home from work today and began your Witch on a Budget series again. Yay! Oh, that's so sweet, Kay. I have not watched those videos ever, but there's a couple that I think I was supposed to finish and I never did, and that was 2 years ago now. So, all right, relative tarot, love it. This is the 5-cent tarot from Madame Clara. Here is the Ace of Needles. This is a great video. This is a great deck for beginners because it has the keywords on there. And it has keywords for reversals too. And the keywords are actually decent. I have to say, Madame Clara, this is the second deck of hers that I've gotten. And she also, the first deck had keywords on it. And the keywords are actually really good keywords. Sometimes I'm worried about keywords on decks because sometimes the keywords, I'm like, that's not what it means to me. These are actually pretty good. She gives you a couple different choices so you can go a little bit deeper than just one keyword. For instance, this says new ideas, clarity, and breakthrough. And that's for the upright. And then if you were to pull it upside down, reversed, there's also keywords for the reversals, which this one is confusion, chaos, and hostility. And again, awesome. This reminds me a lot of the relative tarot as far as cardstock. Awesome cardstock, matte finish, gorgeous edging. I wonder if they got it from the same place because it's very similar in cardstock and really awesome cardstock. Really awesome cardstock. Like I wish more creators would use whatever this is. Everyday Witch. Just again, to see yourself in a deck as a female witch, although they do have a couple male witches, but I will say it's a lot of it is females. Thank you, Jennifer, for all the teaching and card pulls and running home and film. Of course. This is what I love to do. Eventually, someday I'll be able to do this full time instead of have to work my crappy job that I have to touch boobs all day. It is really nice to like kind of look at, us in an everyday setting. Got to be tripping to listen to the album. You don't have to be tripping, but it doesn't hurt to have smoked a little something. But I love that whole album. Now I have to say, I grew up with a hippie because I grew up with that. My dad used to play that album like to put us to sleep at like 50 volume with his stereo, which was this huge stereo. So I still to this day will hear like a coin drop and be like dun 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 dun. Okay. So yeah. Feeling Boobies is a great song. All right. I don't think I even know that song. How sad is that? But that's what I do. Okay. Some men would call. No, that Barb girl, some men would not. Thank you, Antonella. Woohoo. Some men would not call that their dream job, let me tell you, because it's so funny to me that they think that I get, 18-year-old perky, pretty breasts all the time. 90% of the time, that is not what I get. Just saying. At all. Bad Company and Journey. There you go. Mine was Pink Floyd and oh my goodness. I've seen them in concert 80 times. Hold on. Nights in white satin, never leaving the earth. Shit. Moody Blues, thank you. Damn it. I'm having like a stroke. Literally a stroke. I have seen them in concert like 12 times. No kidding. Yes, so Moody Blues, Floyd. What else did I grow up with? Oh my goodness, I don't know. All kinds of. My dad was a hippie, so I grew up with rock. Literally just posted that song. To me, that is such a great memory, is going to concerts with my dad at Canandaigua, which is a college, and it's a gorgeous. I can't believe I'm sorry I'm squirreling so bad tonight, you guys. I'm so off topic. I apologize. But I'm going to keep going anyway. It was an outside venue, so they had like a big covering at the front of the stage, but we always sat on the hill. They called it the hill. And so it was this big amphitheater that you could sit on the hill. We'd bring a blanket and you'd sit on the hill and listen to, I think I saw Moody Blues probably a dozen times there. And sometimes with my dad and sometimes with friends and some just that's like home to me, kind of. And yes, I used to smoke with my father. Weird. Which the first time, that's a really weird experience. When he offers the first time and you're like, I didn't know you knew that I did that. Even though I stole it from you because you're not supposed to have it. Anyways, okay, here we go. Card. Everyday Witch Tarot. I love this card. It is very like, this is the moment she has gotten her aha intellectual moment. And I love that the cat is always there like, what are you doing? What did you learn? So her familiar is always by her side, for sure. This is a great deck. My first drink was 18 at Van Halen. Wow. I went to a lot of those concerts too. But my dad concerts, I went to Bad Company, I think, with my dad. I went to Moody Blues. I went to Floyd. I went to Panama Red. Okay. Panama is Van Halen, but Panama Red is what I think of with my dad. Okay, I gotta go. I don't have to go. I gotta do this. You guys are terrible. Terrible. I am so squirreling. Ace of Bells. This is the Numinous Tarot. Hi, Sherry Bug. I love the Numinous Tarot. The Ace of Bells, to me, what a perfect sound, because, I'm going to take a minute because I can't speak anyway. Okay. Look how white I am back here. Holy shit. I look like a ghost. Thanks, Pat. So glad you're so helpful. I can't believe how white I am. That's ridiculous. Austin says you need a tea break, right? This combines partly with the fact that I had 3 hours of sleep last night and then worked and then tried to take a nap and couldn't. And so my hormones obviously are off. So I'm really sorry. For anyone watching this back, I'm sorry. Okay. Ace of Bells. Love this card for the Ace of Swords card, because when you think of the bell, to me, I totally think of that, what happens inside your head when you get that inspirational thought is ding, ding, ding. Oh my gosh, look at what I figured out. Maybe not everyone has that bell goes off in their head, but I do. So if you don't, then it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to you. Too bad. When I get a great idea, my bell goes ding, 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 ding. Oh, yes, look. Yep. Love it. Oh, you guys, I have way too many cards left. How long have we been on? An hour and 14? I'm so in trouble. Maybe I should pull some of these out. Nope, I'm just going to try to go quickly. Everyone come quick. I learned something, right? This is, oh, Shauna, this shows your age. You're so cute. I love that you're that young. LL Cool J. Shauna and in the admin chat today said something about a song. Like there was a picture, Bebow. Thanks, Antonello. You're a really big help there, mister. Jen Bebow posted a picture, and it was a great picture. And Shauna was like, that's a great album, or that's a great song, or something, and posted the song. It's so old. And I'm like, who? Yeah, Cake. That's it. And I'm like, who the hell is that? And she's like, oh my gosh, it's so old. It's from like 2001 or 2000 or later than that. Short skirt and a long jacket. Yeah, I had no idea what the hell that meant. But I'm like, Shauna, you cannot say that anything that was made after 2000 is old. That is not old. You cannot say that that is old. That just is not. It cannot be old. So I had to laugh at her. It was so cute. I know, right? I'm like, that's not old. I posted now, right before that in the morning, I posted Rod Stewart, Maggie. I'm like, that's old. Okay. This is, oh my God, look at, wait, can you, yep. Wait, look out, wait. Okay. This is the Multi-Stabber Tarot. If you guys have not watched my review of this deck, please do. This is one of those decks that if you can afford this deck, you should get it. Because the universe needs more people who think this is awesome. This deck was made by a woman who died of an aneurysm at 31, I believe. And her husband and her community, her friends and her coworkers and stuff, finished the deck for her. She had done the entire Major Arcana and Ace 2 of each suit. And they finished the deck for her and released it to honor her. So the idea of this deck is incredible. The art is incredible. And the way they've done it is incredible. So I do highly recommend the Multi-Stabber Tarot. I did a review on it last week, I think, or the week before, something like that. And I cried in it, of course, because, I'm still me. Only once, though, I think. I think I made it through most of it. Yes, and it is still for sale. The ace of each suit, she painted as the embryonic stage of an animal. And there's one animal or one kind of type of animal that represents each suit. So the sword suit is actually the story is as amazing as the deck. Yeah, actually, the artwork is pretty good. You can tell that there are some done by other artists, but it's very, I don't know how to say this, because they kind of all tried to do it to honor her. They didn't try to do her style, but they did what she was requesting or what she wanted to be done with the deck. It's just really, really good. Yes, with the ravens. Yes, that's the one. Exactly. And so the ace of each suit is the embryonic stage of each animal that represents that suit. So the ace of swords, this is actually Luna moths or butterflies or moths. So the ace is the potential for air. that thought pattern, the potential for air. So what's going on in here is that that thought is forming, that aha moment is coming, that the intellect of the suit is being formed, which I really liked the idea of the deck for sure. So I do highly recommend taking a look at that one because it's so good. Super good. Thank you, Marge. I so appreciate it. Almost reminds me of Van Gogh. Yeah. And I love the original artist who died. I really like her art style too. This is the back of that deck, just so you know what the back of the multi-stabber deck looks like. Really, I love that deck. I have, nope. I don't have my cough drops up here. Okay. This is one of the 78 tarots. Hold on, I got to remember. This is the mythical, 78 mythical version, edition. Just wow. Like, come on with that. It is the clouds parting and the butterfly coming up and the beam of light, and so good. What a great card. Yeah, right? It just out every time I pull this card, I'm like, wow, what a awesome energy of talk about that divine inspiration. That's the view I see when I pull into Taco Bell. Ah! I love you, Dana. Pierces through like a sword. Yes. Yep, absolutely. Hold on. Where's my my magnifying glass here. Hang on. That's so pretty. All right. Oh, I'm sideways. Duh. I don't know why I can't see it. That butterfly is just gorgeous. Taco Bell does that too. Oh, Dana, I love you so much. I've said, you know what? I really like Taco Bell a lot too, but I don't get it very much because I always afterwards I'm like, why didn't I just pay for it and throw it in the toilet? Because that's so all that happens. Okay. Children of Litha Tarot. You rent their food. Exactly. For a very short time. Children of Litha Tarot. Again, the details and stuff. This deck is gorgeous. So pretty.
No, you're a son of a bitch.
Look at,
I could have killed him like 4 times. You're a son of a bitch.
Look at that. Oh, such a gorgeous deck. And they have a new one. The author has a new one coming out. They just did, and they just finished the funding, I think, for their new deck that's coming out. Look at the back. Oh, and it feels awesome. So again, another great deck. Different kind of energy. I love it. Do I want?
I could have killed that dude like 4 times.
I know they're on the game, which so they are plotting murder. Well, although I won't say that word. And remind me to come back to that because I'm trying not to squirrel out. But I'm trying not to say murder today. It was not a good day for. All right, see, now you're now going to be like, what? So Dustin's boss is, I think about my age, I think, and is a pagan. And Dustin came home today and his boss's daughter got murdered yesterday. So everybody in the house is kind of in a tizzy. In Arizona, she was like traveling around the country, and like really nasty, brutal. Apparently was tied up and had marks on her wrist, and was beaten, and her head caved in, and it was, and he like went to work and was at work all day. That's okay, Rich. It's not your fault. How did you know? And it's not even, I don't even know Mikey, which is his name. I just know he's talked about how he's pagan, and I'm like, oh, well, tell him blah, blah, blah. And so we've, exchanged messages a couple times like that. But so Dustin said to me today, Mom, is there something we can do? Like, is there anything that we could give him, like a stone or something? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, we'll give him an Apache tear and print out the story about Apache tears. That's what I do for everyone. I forgot he was pagan. So that's what we're going to do for him. God, I just can't even imagine. Like, to me, I'm like, and he went to work today because he didn't want to deal with it. Like, he shut it off completely and went. I know. I was thinking that too, but I don't know if, I've never met him, and I don't know if Dustin would be comfortable bringing that up to him. Like, hey, my mom can do like a transition ceremony, but I'll talk to him when I'm done with this. I just found out right before I came on, so I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. Okay. Back to tarot. Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I totally brought you down. I wasn't going to do that. So sorry. It is extremely sad, and it's horrible. And, but I'm going to do a couple things so that when she's ready to go through. Yeah. That's what I thought too, Rich. I was going to write him a little note and just tell him if he wants me to for him, I can do that. If he wants to be here, I can do that. Okay. This is the Whispering Spirits Tarot. And then I hold up this super cute card. God, I just ruined the whole mood. I'm so sorry. Let's renew this energy. Hold on. Take a deep breath. I know. First of all, let's all send him positive energy and love. Because that is something I just can't even imagine being able to get out of bed from. And yes, there's always a spell for that. Exactly. There's always something you can do. And it is, when Dustin said to me, I don't know what to do, but I feel like I want to do something for him. Uranus. And I said, and I forgot that he was pagan for a minute. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm thinking, what can I do to help this guy? And he goes, like a stone or something. I'm like, oh, he's pagan. Yes, absolutely. There's lots I can do. So I feel like that's good because I can do something for him. So that'll be good. Okay. Reset. Whispering Spirits, super, super cute deck. Apache Tears, what I do for everyone when they're going through grief. I always print out the story and I give them an Apache Tear. I keep a bunch of them on hand on purpose. Such a cute deck. This is the same creator as the Mons Tarot, which I missed and completely didn't know about until it was out of print, which kills me because it's so cute. But this one is, to me, just as cute. It's very similar in style to the Mons Tarot, and just really cute. Another Austin deck. Absolutely, Shauna. Absolutely another Austin deck. Because it's super cute. And just the little, characters that she has on here are awesome. So to me, this is just a seize your power kind of card. He's really like, hey, look it. Looks like the old plague doctors, but in a cute way. Yeah, I can see that. Now that you say that. It is not on Amazon. It is an Etsy deck, I believe. It is. So maybe that's a Mama Squirrel we'll have to gift him. When's Austin's birthday? It passed, didn't it? Well, maybe when you guys come for Witchy Palooza, that will be Austin will have a gift waiting here for Mama Squirrel. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna need to write that down because Mama Squirrel's brain just is not Whispering Spirits Austin. Whispering Spirits Austin. It's March 31st. It didn't pass. Oh, spirits. Austin. Okay. Is he still watching? I just gave it away if he is. Okay. So yes, super cute deck. I like every card in this deck. It's a good one. And it's easy to read with. 78 Tarot. This one is the Elemental version. I know. So, okay. So, Pat, I wrote it down, but guess what? I wrote it down on something that will probably end up going in the garbage. So, the trick is to write it on my, witch's date book so that, oh, yeah, and I need to write down his birthday. So, I remember that March 31st. The trick is to write it on something that won't end up in the garbage. 78 Tarot, the Elemental edition. This card, it has to be. Is Jack still on here? Probably not. He had a tough day. Poor Jack had a flat tire today and sat in his car. I don't know if this is the same illustrator as the Numinous Tarot, but to me, I always get confused, and I think it's the Numinous Tarot because it looks like the same, art. It's very, very, very similar. If it's not the same, it's got to be the same. Cute guy meditating, right? And the aha moment coming out in starburst or sunburst out of his head. I just love that. Come on. I mean, that's like the bells again, which was the Numinous Tarot. It's got to be the same artist. I can't be that crazy, right? There can't be two people that look so much like. That's not what I was focusing on. I know. Poor Jack sat there for hours, I think. I felt bad because I had patience and I was like, oh, Jack, I'm sorry. I wish I could sit here and talk to you. And what am I talking about? Oh, you guys, we have way too many cards. No, we're going faster. Okay, this is the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. I love the wolf in fire. It's funny to me that the ace is full of fire in a lot of the Ace of Swords cards, even though it's air energy. But if you think of how you see air energy, very often it's associated with fire. Plus not a lot, but some associate swords with fire, and I get that. I don't believe this deck does, though. I can't remember now because I'm having a stroke. But I love the wolf and fire. It's cool. They did switch the elements. See, damn it. Air for tarot and fire for ritual. I see. I gotcha. This is Green Witch. So damn cute. It does. Thank you, Stephen. I forgot. I couldn't remember if they really did or they didn't. But isn't it they do that and then never mind. I'm not going to get squirreled. Never mind. I love this one. So cute. The dandelion wishes going on the breeze. So cute. It's a cute deck no matter what. Can't remember why they pulled this one out. It's a different one. This is Ostara Tarot. I don't know if I get this one as in the same context of what I think of for the Ace of Swords, but it's very different and it's cool looking and I like the image. I just don't know, like I can still read with it because I don't know, I'll read anything, but this to me does not say like an intellectual aha moment. Even the little mouse guy, if you were as the mouse, I don't know. Does he look like he's like, oh, look, I figured it out? Oh, wait. He has a crown on his head? Yeah, I don't know. I still don't get it. I don't know what the hell the point is. Interesting, but I don't know. I don't get it. I know. I don't either. It's an interesting, like I said, the image is, I like the imagery of the card. It doesn't say what I need it to say, but I like the imagery. Here's the Star Tarot. Much more, you know, in line with the RWS here. We have the crown in light. It's up in the sky, in the clouds. It's, you know, got the burst of energy showering forth. I love the Star Tarot. I really, really, really need to get the guillotine out and trim this deck so I can use it because it's just too damn big. And I really wish Schiffer, this was when Schiffer was just making their cards so damn glossy that it's a little ridiculous. Jennifer, do you ever lose cards? Individual cards or entire decks? I do not. Yeah, they are a bloody boat. I know. Yes, the guillotine. It's got to come out for this deck. I do not lose individual cards. I have lost complete decks before. Not many. And I'm fairly confident that I will find them again. Because they're probably like in old work bags that are like in the back of my closet or something that I switched work bags and I forgot that I had one in the bottom or something like that. That's my guess is I will find them again. It's just like the whole thing goes missing. The English Tarot is one that I would do that too if it weren't for the majors in it. This one? Where did it go? Never mind. Damn it. That's one of the ones I packed up. But yeah, I hear you. With the moat borders, yes. Now, I need the second edition of this deck. This is the Mary L. He places his daily draws in a special way, and his deck always goes in the same spot. Aw, he's so damn cute. The imagery of this card is like, wow. As a matter of fact, I pulled out the book for this one because I remember pulling this deck out and I love most of the images in this deck, but thinking, what in the world? So let me read it to you. Still don't think you're ready for it. It is, Rich, I'll tell you, I do not read with clients with this deck. It is so good, though, for personal deep readings. I have used it in shadow work before. I have used it for very big spreads where I want something to, hit me over the head. I know his voice is to die for. It's so cute. Okay. So it says, dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so you shall become. Your vision is the promise of what you shall one day be. Your ideal is the prophecy of what you shall at last unveil. The Ace of Swords is the eagle, symbol of the exalted Scorpio. It is the autumnal equinox, air. The eagle and Scorpio are symbols for the evolution of mankind, the evolution of our soul, wanting and willing to have the ability to rise up from the dark waters and the black earth, to break free from the bondage of gravity and fly free in the wind. The eagle is the prince of birds, noble and strong. It falls like lightning and has vision that is incredibly sharp. It has often been used as a symbol for God who comes down to mate with humans in its form or to bring souls of the dead back up to heaven. As air, it is the breath, inspiration, and life. It is the reconciliation between male and female, yin and yang, God and goddess. It is the middle pillar. When it learns to harness the power of controlling both contrasting aspects of itself, dark and light, it will be the reason of the charioteer, and from the earth it will rise and become the eagle at the top of the Caucasus, the realized potential of the human soul. Air traditionally deals with the intellect or thoughts or ideas. The suit of the swords is often portrayed negatively, which is understandable when you use the tarot for divination and need to balance between positive and negative. And this was reflected in Atalia's divinatory meanings. But swords can be so much more if sought and understood in the concept of spiritual development, where it goes beyond just thoughts and intellect and maybe the coldness perceived in those ideas and into the concepts of free will, purpose, reason for existence, communication, language, development, from an innocent who is born divine to a person who needs to learn balance and control and take responsibility for their own creation and will and seek out enlightenment. I love this. This book, you have to read the book. This is another one of those books that you have to read. It is in this element symbolized in the middle pillar. That one will combine and transform the different aspects of themselves into something divine, a son of the sun. This is where one will find redemption. Scorpio starts off as the crustacean rising from the waters in the pit of the earth up to the reflection of the moon. And then it becomes the great exalted eagle in the eyrie at the top of the world tree, and even more the phoenix, the immortal, and the transcendent spiritual gold. It all starts with an open mind, a willingness to learn, an ability to speak, read, and record, and to learn the balance and find the beauty in the dark and the light, and not let it damage or shut you down. Finally, it is in balancing all aspects of the self as the charioteer with reason and free will, and you will reach your life's potential as a human being. That is why I love this deck. It is extremely deep. Extremely deep. Yes, please, Shauna, do in my group for sure. So deep. I can't even. That's why I do not use it for client readings. Just because the way it hits you, it's something to be constantly learned from. Like, I have only probably used this deck for maybe 10 readings since I've had it. Where the hell did I put it? Okay, I had it in my hand. I didn't move anywhere. I've had this deck for 4 years, I think. And I bet you I've only did maybe 10 readings. Just because I only use it for very specific readings. And that's it. Like, I just, I don't use it on a regular basis. To me, it's not a regular deck. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I honestly cannot find, it's a big box. Like, where the hell did I put it? Did you guys see what I did with it? Am I crazy? All right, don't answer that. I'm insane. It's way back here. All right. Do you guys want me to? You all kind of spaced out there, didn't you? I don't know if we're. I think we're all scrolling a little, and I'm wondering if I should not read the two we normally read at the end. I should just maybe show them. How's that sound? Good. This is the Everyday Enchantment. We're trying to find Johnny Depp. Ah, that's okay. I don't mind. I've been squirreling all night. I hear you. I just don't want to read something when you guys and me, you just don't want to read the Goliath book. Pat, don't blow me in. You're a little creeped out by that card? Oh, it's so deep. It's awesome. That card is too sad. It's good. Pat. Shh. You're my admin now. You're not supposed to blow me in. It's so little. All right. This card, I love this card because they are finding, look at, first of all, you see the fairy, right? The fairy that is spiritually helping the doggy who's in surgery. And both vets obviously were like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this dog. And then finally, like, the fairy is comforting the puppy. And they're like, oh, look. This is what's wrong. Now we can fix it. I'm allowed to tease. If I didn't, you would think so. That's true, Pat. That's true. So this is the ultimate, like, oh, look, we totally figured it out. And now we're going to save the puppy. So it's a great card. And finally, the medical imagery is just triggering. That's okay, Emma. I hear ya. The Ace of Swords from the Goliath. All right. Let me get my damn glasses back on. Because I feel like this needs to be read because it's interesting the way he's done it. And now I'm like, damn it, what does he say? I kind of need to know. If the guy, what's his name? Whatever his name is, Goliath, if he ever comes on here. Oh, wait, they're doing a second version, aren't they? Did I just hear that? Someone recently, I think, just said they're doing an Goliath, the second version. The font looks like the text on the lace. It's, the book for Goliath, this is the smallest damn, like, are you trying to kill us older people or what, Goliath? Every time I pull this out, I'm like, I really like your deck. I wish I didn't have to, like, die trying to read it.
You understand me? Stop being a fucking bitch.
Okay, here we go. I don't have any idea what this means yet. So, let's see if I can. Okay. The Ace of Swords indicates a time of great mental clarity and total breakthrough. You were not able to see the whole picture before, but now you can. You have great insight, blah, blah, blah. Come on, tell us what. Oh, the idea for this card, here we go, was just an abstract admiration for the shape of a snake's tail on a barren, dried-up mudbed floor. The beam of light and glow from the snake's tail symbolizes a breakthrough, as though you could not see, but now you can. This card may also be... What? Did that make sense to anyone? The idea for this card was just an abstract admiration for the shape of a snake's tail on a barren, dried-up mudbed floor. The beam of light and glow from the snake's tail symbolizes a breakthrough, as though you could not see, but now you can. What the hell does that have to do with it? What? I'm so confused. And the rest of it is just his ego again. I hate to say, all right. No, he's not referring to the shedding. I hope he never does watch my videos. I don't think he will, because I think he's too arrogant to watch my videos. I should not say that, but
Kitten's literally just trying to get by her, and she keeps fucking chasing her up the fucking stairs or fucking picking at her. I'm like, she just wants to go by you, dude. Stop fucking playing with me. I'm sorry. I just really hate this dog. Sorry.
So first of all, let me back up and say, I love this deck.
Zena, go. Come on.
I really like that he has a lot of insights on the deck. However, he had to print the book in such teeny tiny little words that I have to die every time I try to read it. And B, he goes on and on and on and on and on. I think Goliath's ego is just a little bit bigger than his talent. Just a little. That doesn't mean I don't like the deck.
Come on, baby.
It just means he likes it a whole lot more than I do, I think. And I really enjoy the deck. And some of the cards, I'm like, oh, that is gorgeous. I love that. And, well, here, the only problem, Andrea, is, so I have my magnifying glass, and that's why I made sure I brought it, but I can't hold the card. Oh, wait, kind of I can. Even though with it, like, it doesn't say anything else about the card. Like, it talks about what the Ace of Swords is supposed to mean, but it doesn't correlate why the hell he decided to put a snake on there. Which is sad. If you have not seen the El Goliath, please do not take just this card and decide you don't like the deck. Because I truly do really like, doesn't clarify the meaning. Thank you. I truly do really like this deck. I just think that does the new deck come with its own magnifying glass? I just think that the artist really, really loves it more than me. And I don't say that to be mean or say that I don't like the deck, because most of the time I'm like, oh, I love this card and what great insight, because there's a lot of insight in here. I just usually don't read all of what he says. I just try to find the little paragraph that has the insight that I need, because he kind of can go on more than me, and I'm Mama Squirrel, but I think he can go on and on and on a bit. Yes, he did create the deck to be used in shadow work. Absolutely. Look at even the backs. I love the backs. I wish it was a matte finish because it's a little glossy. Somewhat of a narcissist. Yes, I agree. He probably is. I could be totally wrong. I don't know Goliath at all. I don't think I'm wrong, though. Like, he doesn't even list his name on here. The only thing it says, and I've looked, the only thing it says is written and illustrated by Goliath. Like, he has one name. Now he's going to watch this video. I know, Marge. I probably. But it's like, it's not the only time I've said that about him. Every time I use his deck, almost, I'm like, okay, keep going. La, 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 la. Like Cher, that's right. Or Madonna. I really love his deck, though. I bought it. I recommend it. Just maybe not Yes, but you make sense. Well, most of the time. Glad you backtracked a little bit there, Stephen, because we all know I sometimes make sense and sometimes you could turn back time. Okay. So I don't know, not such a great Ace of Swords card, maybe, as far as Ace of Swords cards go. We've seen a lot of really good ones tonight. First of all, I did bring out before and after, and I remembered to bring up the New Visions deck for the back of it. Okay, so the before. Is that this way? It's okay, Dana. We know, honey, and I'm proud of you for going and doing what you needed to do, even if that was just going to vomit for a little while. I saw that, Rich. I know. I'm kind of like, isn't the in-between tarot like this one? It's so weird to me that there's a before and an after and an in-between. You did a good job, too. Okay, so the before is pulling it out of the stone. I'm curious to see, Rich, what the deck is, because I'm like, why do we need an in-between? Isn't this the in-between? What, like in between this and this? Or in between the after and this? It's just odd to me that they thought they needed an in-between. That's just a little, I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry you were ill, honey. So pulling out of the rock. So another kind of reason to look at possible, Excalibur here. And see the crown is on the ground. So before he's holding it up, he's got to pull it out of the rock. Perfect. Then the after is a lot different. The after, we have the falcon here. And the falcon has landed on the hand. I have no idea what that means. Let's see if the book sheds any light, because once again, sometimes these are awesome and sometimes they're like, what the hell is that? Let me see. The Hallmark of Kings, that's the before. Sorry, guys. There's only 4 left back on. I'm so sorry. I just figured I'd come on so we could hopefully choose a card. Our whole internet is down, so I have to be on like my phone stuff. So I'm just gonna choose a card. Actually, here's the reverse. So you can see it's the other side of the hand, but now you can see a horse. I don't know what that has to do with it, but we got to see it this time. And then let's choose a card for next week. If I can find the thing. Here we go. Really sorry, you guys. Like, literally all of our internet went down for no effing reason. Gotta love when that happens completely. So let's at least choose a card for next week. I will put it up. I'll put the event up in the Facebook chat. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna like run out of stuff on my phone. So I'm going to do that quick. So I apologize, you guys. Make sure you click the like. Anybody who's left here since we went from 40 to 14. Damn it. And we'll choose next week's card. Great card. 8 of Wands. I love the Wands cards. But the 8 is a very good card. So there is next week's card. That's right. Movement, motion, Lots of stuff going on. So that's a good card. Yay. I like it. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Those people who hung in with me, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that it went wonky at the end. At least it was at the end and not like right in the middle. And yes, the wands. Yay. As far as a Native American tarot, Johnny Dragon, if you are on, hey, I would recommend Visions. Sacred Visions, Spirit Visions. Vision Quest. Vision Quest. Is that it? Vision Quest. Thank you, Hexen. That's my favorite Native American one. I love that one. Vision Quest Tarot. It's a really good one. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging in with me. I appreciate you all. Oh, I can't even see it on my computer. Crystal Visions. Oh, that's a good one too, but it's not a Native American one. Do you have Celtic deck? Yeah, the Celtic Tarot is my favorite Celtic deck. It's really good. Now I will tell you, there's lots of penises in it. So if you are a person that doesn't like penises in your deck, do not get the Celtic. But the Celtic Tarot is great. Like the only, and it's I don't like the thrones. The king's thrones are all big penises. I think it's hilarious though. I love the deck personally. It's like my favorite Celtic deck. I love it. Well, you don't have to just be gay to like penis. Druidcraft is a very, very, very good Celtic deck also. Although I really wish they would come out with a borderless Druidcraft because you have to guillotine the Druidcraft in order to use it right. But yes. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me and coming back after I was, off for however long it was, 5 minutes. And we'll see you next time. I'll make the event when we close. Shoot, what else I was going to... No idea. I love you guys. Who doesn't like a good penis? Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for joining.